Behold my ultimate weapon. Ah! Ha! This isn't a rocket launcher. Ah. You know, I really do need to invest in better weaponry. JRR here. Hi, how y'all doing? I got a little bit of a cold if you can't tell, so I'm drinking some ginger ale. But let's not worry about that, let's just get to the point. I put on Twitter that I have a couple issues I'm going to have to go over today. Stay warm, get that going. But let's go ahead and knock them out one after the other. The first issue I want to bring up is the whole death of Brian Griffin thing. Yes, I have to go back to this because, like I told people when people were throwing a fit, I told people, hey, if you looked at the video, I already said he's going to be coming back. And that's been some time. Guess what? He came back, like I said. Although I could be technical and I could tell people to actually watch this series, and there's a couple times where the family has been killed off. Hell, there's one about, I believe it's like the 12 Angry Men version of the show, where there's Brian, Peter, and a bunch of the Cohagians as jurors. And it was Mayor Adam West, I believe, who was being put on trial for murder. Brian convinces one of them, and it snowballs, that Mayor West didn't do it. The reason I'm bringing this up is because at the end of that episode, Brian goes, I'm just happy to see justice done. Stewie comes back and goes, justice wasn't done. All you did was spare an innocent man. There's still a murderer out there. So everyone kept talking. He's like, really? No one's gonna even worry about that? Even though the most recent killings from this guy was on our street, and always starts by cutting the power. And all of a sudden the power cuts out, and Stewie goes, yep, and now we're dead. There's many episodes where they've apparently died and it didn't count. But, oh no, everyone throws a fit when Brian died. No one threw a fit when Lois died. No one threw a fit when Bertram died. But Brian died? Oh, psh. Peter would be so proud. Life of a cartoon animal, greater than the life of real life people. And unfortunately, this leads to my next topic. Between February 1st and 3rd, but he went to the hospital before this, a talented young man, some of y'all may know him as Monty Oum, passed away. I could be a dick. Hell, I was a dick. I'm pretty much a dick. I'm a horrible dick. But real life death is nothing to be joking about. Now, since I am pretty much a shadow on the YouTube thing, no one knows who the hell I am, which is good for me, because it would have had a lot bigger backlash had someone known who I really, well, had someone known who I was, it would have had a bigger backlash when I made the comment a while back when I first heard Monty Oum say something about he will pick up the Dead Fantasy series again in 2015. He was working for Rooster Teeth and he had other projects on his plate. I understand that. But as soon as he said that, I was like, it's not getting finished. I can tell you right now, it's not getting finished. Because the way I saw it, it wasn't irony, it was there's a term for it. Tempting fate. It set off the tempting fate alarm on me. That's why whenever someone puts a deadline, I actually go to when they make the deadline and I try to see if I get a vibe. Of course, I don't go all over the internet doing that because that would just be time consuming. But when he said that about the fantasy, I was like, oh, you know what? Something's gonna happen. Something bad's gonna happen. And unfortunately, I think I know what the bad thing is, but if I say something, everyone's gonna think I'm an asshole. Hell, anyone who sees this would be like, you're still an asshole. But I digress. His death is a tragic thing. It is a tragedy. You guys have my sympathies, and I pray for his family. That's the best I can do. Wow, it's kind of somber. Yes, even though I mock humans, I am still human. Kinda. But now I got death out the way. Bye-bye. I like he's not going to come back later on, but now we go on to the less important stuff. And no, that's last. I'll do that last. Okay, let's deal with this other thing first. This Fantastic Four. This new one that had the trailers come out. That you honestly couldn't tell the difference. I didn't even know what movie I was looking at. No, that's serious. I did not know what movie I was looking at. It's like this guy over here and that guy over there, and of course there was a narrator. Surprise, narrator. Ooh. I kind of chuckled. I was like, well, at least they're not using blue light. Blue lights came up, and I was like, oh, well, at least I know they're on the Matrix. Because they got blue lights, and everything has blue lights. It's shiny blue lights with the sun flare in it, the flares. But none of that bothered me, because it was like run the mill. And the one thing a lot of people noticed was Human Torch. He's black. Now. I've already had a little comment. Stop fast. And the major arguments people come up with was, well, nothing about his character says he has to be white. No, you're correct. Nothing about his character says he has to be white. Except for the fact his name is Johnny Storm, brother of Sue Storm. You know, same mother and father. So, brother and sister. And one for a fact, the sister still looks like Wonder Bread. Now, that's what bothered me. But nothing about his character says he has to be white. He is related by both parents to his sister. I think it has a little something to do with that. Just a skosh. Just a wee bit. Hell, even if they said Reed Richards would be black, fine. He's not related to Sue Storm. He gets married to Sue Storm. Sue and Reed marry each other, okay? They get married, okay? So yeah, he could be black, green, purple, orange, indigo. I don't give a fuck. The point remains. He could have been... The actor could have been Reed Richards. Now maybe he didn't want to play the intellectual character. Well, instead have Ben Grimm. Ooh, wait, no. No. Because we know what would have happened there. We know what would have happened. Oh, you finally put a black guy in Fantastic Four, and he has to be the rock guy. Ugh. Speaking of thing, where in the hell is his shorts? I mean, oh my god. Thing's thing is just going to be clobbering people by itself. It's clobbering time! I mean, ugh! No! No! None of that! Shame on you! No! Ugh. Ugh. What? Ugh. Ugh. And some of y'all who know about my tights rant, they've removed the tights! No! Rock fucking bomb! Seriously! No! None of that! Put it away! But the whole thing I'm pointing out is Sue Storm and Johnny Storm are brother and sister by the same parents. Now, I know they're probably going to have a throwaway line in there. Oh, how's your adopted brother doing? That's almost the only feasible way to save it. That's it. That's the only thing I see. They're going to make him the adopted brother. Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking. Why is he black in the first place? Well, with how the habits are of directors, I decided to check the director. Did you know that the director for Fantastic Four happens to be the same director that did the Chronicle thing? And surprise, surprise, that young black man was in Chronicle as well as one of the heroes. His whole Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell. It's that kind of thing. And again, like I said, I have no problem with the guy being black. None. Sue Storm should have been black. Then they wouldn't even needed a throwaway line. They wouldn't even needed it. And it would have fit Hollywood's little thing of white guy, black girl. That would have been fine too. But I felt that they would have thrown a fit if Sue was black. You would think that the blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy and the blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl being recast as black would be a thing. But you only decided to take one of the siblings and turn them black. If you thought it was a thing, then you shouldn't have bothered. You should have made him Reed Richards. I know I was about to say Victor Von Doom, but that would not have worked either. Oh, you cast a black guy in Fantastic Four, now he's the bad guy. You see, it's a no-win situation, really. Even if they would have cast him as Reed, at least it would have been something, you know what I mean? But now they gotta invent a throwaway line, and they probably did. It was probably, like I said, probably adopted, or he just so happens to be named Johnny Storm. And yes, I'm doing the air quotes a lot because that's the only way they can muster to save it. Either it's Johnny Storm, or Sue's already married to Richards, and they're just gonna say those two are brother and sister. Oh my god. But I digress. I digress. That's the only major thing that a lot of people have been pointing out is that, oh, it's not a big thing that the Human Torch is black. Like I said, it's not a big thing if Human Torch is black. Invisible Woman will have to be black too, because they're family. I mean, my younger brother might be darker than me, but he's not pitch black, and I'm not freaking paper white. I am not this white. I'm pretty positive I'm not that white. As I destroy the color scheme of the whole camera. Why not? Now that I've taken care of that, I have no problem with the actor. I have no problem with Johnny Blaze being black. Sue Storm should have been black to offset it, so it wouldn't be a throwaway line, but now they got to add a throwaway line that will change the whole thing again. But then again, it's movie and it's Hollywood, and I think Buckley said it best. They're not making the comic movies for the comic fans, exactly. Now, that's why our current Captain America isn't from America. Things like that. They go with what sells well, and they go with what is pretty, which is why this trailer doesn't seem that different from other trailers. It's pretty. Oh, people love this shit. I'm surprised there was no Inception music, or I just didn't listen for it. Somewhere in space, 4 young teenagers go into a spaceship and get shot with gamma radiation. The cosmic force will turn them into the Fantastic Four. Thanks, Hank. Oh! If it was made about 2 years ago, that would have been the trailer in a nutshell. Now to topic number 4. Okay, back to topic number 1. And the only thing I'm going to bring up on topic number 1 is I asked people about the Brian Griffin thing and why folks are throwing a hissy fit. Now, one person brought up that, oh, a lot of people see themselves in Brian Griffin. I was like, okay, how? Unless people really want to call themselves pretentious, into bestiality, and things of that nature, I don't see it. And I can go on about that, but like I said, a lot of people who hated the video were just like, oh, you don't do videos well. Oh, you don't make videos. You don't do good videos. It has nothing to do with any of the points on the video itself, but thanks for playing the game. Have a nice day. I could be evil and say I did look on his channel and found that the only things he's actually shared happens to be lyric videos. Well, 2 of them anyway. But I digress. One person was upset about my vocalization. You just asked a vet not to cuss. That's adorable. That's all I'm going to say about that. But a lot of people are not fans of my other line of thinking. All right, enough bullshit. I gotta get to number 4. I really didn't want to do number 4. Unfortunately, I rolled a 20-sided die. I had like, what I do, I take like 20 topics, roll 4 times, write the numbers out, and then I gotta do it. I guess doing it now would be better than no time at all. And since the firestorm has already ended, I'm pretty sure I won't be bandwagon jumping, which is even better for me. I don't like jumping on things as soon as it comes out. It's kind of annoying. Pray for my soul, folks, because I'm going to have to deal with this. Alright.